Now.
Oh, okay. My girl.
I got sunshine.
Oh, boy, that sounds good, right, guys?
On a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the mother made.
This is Kenny Jenkins. You're listening to Facebook Family and Friends.
I guess you say what can make me feel this way. My girl, my girl, my girl. Talking about my girl. How are you, Doris?
Good evening, Facebook family and friends, and welcome to the Doris Hall James Indie Show. Now, doesn't that music sound good? Thank you, thank you. The Indie Show travels with entertainers through their musical journey, and we give you a chance to tell us how you got started and where you are now. Okay. Now, Kenny Jenkins played with Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, and he studied at Howard University, and he has a whole lot of things to tell us how he got started, what he's doing now, and what he's planning to do. Welcome, Kenny, to the Indie Show.
Awesome to be here.
Good.
Awesome.
How have you been?
Pretty good. Busy.
I know you're busy because it's hard to catch up with you. Okay.
I'm around.
But it's hard. But I am glad that you took the time out to come today to interview with us on the Indie Show.
Awesome.
Because I know you're out there working. I check your Facebook page. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere. So we want you to come and tell us all about you. And we want to, from this day on, follow you throughout your musical journey.
Awesome.
So you ready to get started?
I'm ready to get started.
Okay, so tell us, how did you begin?
Let him get comfortable.
It's fine.
Put the guitar.
Okay, you want to put the guitar down?
I never put it down, but
no,
yeah.
I don't blame you. Keep it.
I never put this down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's part of my extension right there, my soul.
Well, she's right next to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it all started a long time ago when I was like, say, 10, 11, 12 years old. We all got guitars for Christmas, like to mess around with this stuff. And one day, my dad, back in those days, used to take us to Washington, D.C. to visit my family down in Washington. And I was playing clarinet in elementary school, but I wanted a sax. And my cousin said, bring down your cornet, which is it's different. He thought it was like a trumpet type thing. So when I went down there, I brought out a clarinet. He was like, whoa, I thought you had a coronet. So anyway, everything was cool. I watched them. They had a band called Unlimited Soul. So they went on, it was playing at a wedding reception or something. And my twin cousins was wailing on those guitars. And I'm like, and I had a clarinet. I said, no. From there on, when I got back home, I asked my dad, no more clarinet, give me a guitar.
Okay.
Yeah. So he got me a couple cheap, guitars from the pawn shops and stuff like that to see if I was going to get into it. And naturally I did. And my brother was telling me to, he's sending me records and stuff and telling me to get into Jimi Hendrix because he heard that I was like really doing pretty good on guitar. My brother Elliot here.
Okay, Elliot.
So he's like, you need to play like this guy. Mom's telling me that you're playing pretty good, and you're really into it. So that's how I got into Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
So then my dad went out and bought me a Fender Stratocaster from 8th Street Music Store.
8th Street Music Store.
Yeah, back in 1974.
They got a lot of business from us.
Yeah. And believe it or not, it cost $225, brand new back then. And I've been playing ever since on that guitar. And as time goes on, as times went on, I got with local bands like Still Hot and Nasty. And that's actually from this neighborhood here. This is where I grew up.
Yeah, we were just talking about all the artists and from this area here. And your name was mentioned.
Okay, yeah. It all happened here. Music was good back then. Bands everywhere. And anyway, I was playing hard, and Still Hot and Nasty stayed together for 10 years. We became a pretty good local band, the basement band type thing. And we just rocked it. Everybody was rocking their bands. And I ended up, actually now it's time to go to college, out of school. So I went to Howard University for
Yes.
music education.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's when I hooked up with Kevin Toney from Donald Byrd and the Blackbirds.
Okay.
Yeah, and he taught me how to write, and I'm sweating and everything. He taught me how to write and everything, and how to compose certain songs like he does.
Mm-hmm.
And it was incredible what he taught me. And ever since then, that's how I've been writing material and just traveling. And when the Howard days was over, I came back home, and that's when I hooked up with. I used to go to the Hollywood Palace.
On 52nd Street?
Boy, who didn't go there?
Who didn't? Yeah.
The Hollywood Palace on 52nd and Walnut. You know, that was like every Thursday night with Chubby
Mm-hmm.
and the East Coast Band. And he's a good friend of mine, Chubby. I remember those guys, and it was fun going there. And everybody met everybody, and that's where you did your jamming on stage and everything. It's kind of like a Philly Apollo.
Yeah.
And
Carlos, they'll let you know.
And Carlos, my main man, Carlos Devine, give you a shout out. He hooked me up with Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
Okay.
He said, hey, man, I was in Florida at the time playing with other groups because I was expanding with different groups and things. And I said, yes, I want to play. So I jumped on the next flight and I came right home. Next thing you know, I was at Club Harlem. And sky's the limit. Then next thing you know, we was in Japan, Hawaii, you know what I mean, Philippines, all the Southwest stuff. We did the Southwest tour thing, and I played with them for a very long time. And then next thing you know, I think I left them and I went to Billy Paul. Billy Paul needed a guitar player, and I started playing with Billy Paul and just playing with everybody.
How long is that?
With Billy? Say about 3 years.
About 3 years?
Mm-hmm. Yep, about 3 years with Billy.
Did you just play with him on like shows, or did you do some recording?
No recording with Billy, unfortunately.
No
I wish,
recording?
but I did all the a lot of the shows and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. None of the recordings, but it's still good.
Yeah,
Still
good. Because there's two types of musicians.
Yep.
And that's the ones that they record. You know, like remember we used to have studio musicians.
Yes.
They were the studio musicians, and then we have the guys that play behind the performance.
There's a lot of in between stuff that when I played with so many groups, like from here, oh my goodness, man. I played with Martha and the Vandellas. I played with the Drifters.
Get out.
I sat and did a
my
gig with
goodness.
James Brown,
Mm-hmm.
Himself. I'm like, didn't believe that, but I did it. A whole lot of groups. I have a CD, a record I came out with back in '78. It was called Party Let's Party, and it sold pretty big over in Europe.
Yeah.
And that was like the disco days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have something out on wax from back then, and this goes on and on.
You really telling his age. You talking about
Well, Kenny, tell us about Harold Melvin, that experience.
Oh, that was the greatest experience of my life, to be honest
Good.
with you. Yeah, that was like the first time I was young, and you know what I mean, crazy like everybody, you know what I mean, playing the guitar, slinging it, and it was just fun going overseas and everything, and just letting people see what you're about, and they loved it. It was like being a celebrity.
It was better over there overseas than it was here.
Yeah. Oh,
It was
most
different?
definitely. Yes.
And how was it different?
Well, they accepted music a little bit differently. Like they looked at you and gave you a lot of respect. You know what I mean? They didn't give you a hard time. They was happy that you were there performing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was awesome. Like open arms. They treated you very well. You know, I'm mainly speaking about like over in like Korea and the Philippines and stuff. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, Japan was okay. It's nice, but the Philippines, the Korea, and the Guam and all those places, they accept you more. It seems like to me.
Sound good?
Yeah, I miss those places actually.
Yeah. So is that gone? I mean, can you go back over? Can you connect with the agencies over there?
Probably.
No.
I'm working on that now. I have my new disc, The Man, the Myth, and the Legend.
The Man, the Myth, and the Legend.
That's the name of my new CD.
You want to say it again so they can hear it?
The Man, the Myth, and the Legend.
Okay.
Yep. Should be released around, I'm looking at October.
October?
Yes. See, I'm doing my own stuff now.
Yeah.
You know, playing behind people's cool. It's all groovy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not getting any younger. I want to do my own thing. You know, I'm trying to put my own thing down.
Okay, and that's going to be on social media like CD Baby and
Yes,
all,
yes.
iTunes.
I have a CD out called Slick Trick right now, and it's
Okay.
on iTunes, CD Baby. It's even on iTunes, CD Baby, and YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's on there, Slick Trick. I
Mhm.
came out with that back in 1999. That was pretty nice. I sold out on that on social media and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, like. But I'm coming out with my second one since 1999. I put a lot
Great.
of time and effort
Great.
into this one,
Yeah.
and I think you might dig it.
I know we will, and we're
You might
going to
dig it.
promote that CD.
I appreciate
You know, we
it.
have Philly Live Radio, so we have a radio station too.
Yes.
And along with the interview process, we always take all the information and promote what you're doing on the radio station, because we know that you're still out there working.
Yes,
and
I am.
we know how hard it is, and we want to give you all the credit that you could get.
I appreciate that.
So you're going to get that from us.
There's something about this guitar. I don't know. It's like an extension of my soul or something.
Yeah,
I
you
just
love
have to
music,
play it.
right?
Yes, I do.
And that's part of you.
Yes, it is.
It won't go away.
40 years.
40 years.
Yeah, I've been playing that thing. Yeah. Put a lot of time and effort and a lot of fun. Good times, bad times. It's like a soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what it takes, is you put all your energy and effort
Yeah.
that
And
you
the man
have there,
upstairs.
and you ask him for blessings.
Yeah.
And he gives you those blessings, and
Yes.
you're good to go.
Starts up there,
Yeah.
then it comes down here.
But tell me now, all the artists that you've worked with, and you played with,
Yeah.
who's the best? Was it
You know who I really enjoy playing?
Yeah.
Kevin Tony.
Kevin Tony?
He's the keyboard player for the Blackbirds.
Okay.
Yeah, see, that's why I went to Howard.
Howard University.
Yeah, the reason why I really went to Howard is because I wanted to play with the Blackbirds.
Okay.
That was my dream, because back then they were number one. Walking in Rhythm,
Walking in rhythm.
doing it in the park
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
at the Rockford Park. Yeah, they were like big. And I'm like, wow, I want to go. They were from Washington, they went to Howard. And that's the reason why I really went to Howard University. And when I got there at the time, they had something going on with some kind of law thing or something with Donald Byrd. You know, so Donald Byrd wasn't part of them, or I think he started a group in North Carolina called NCCU, which was kind of like Donald Byrd and the Blackbirds, but it was like North Carolina, Central University or something. And but Kevin Tony was still there. He kept the Blackbirds together. And no sooner than a couple of months, I locked in with Kevin Tony.
Oh, yeah. That was your dream, right?
Yeah. He's my mentor. Yeah. He went back up with Aretha Franklin now, and he's doing his own thing. He's out California. Yeah, but that's the reason why I went to Howard.
Okay.
And I linked up with him. So.
But did you study in your now?
Oh yeah, I studied really hard. Yes, I did. I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, it's nothing else like it.
Well, now what are you doing now? Because I see you, like I said, every time I turn on like social media, you're there, but you're in different places.
I'm trying to spread out to a lot of people, no matter how big or small the venue may be. My talent. This is me. If I'm in the park, if I'm here, if I'm there, this is Kenny Jenkins. So I'm trying to get my name out there before my CD drops.
Right.
So if the CD drops, they can say, "Oh, I saw that cat." So he said, this cat right here, and that's how you build up your popularity and possibly sell CDs.
Okay. And then do you have a copy of the CD now?
Not yet. It's still in the studio. It's in. I'm gonna give 8 days a week a shout out. 8 days a week studio up in Northumberland County where I live at, and as soon as it's done, I'll have it, and I'll send you a copy of some sort of it, like a demo or something before it's done, so you can play it or whatever.
And your favorite cuts.
It'll be on the radio.
Yeah, and then
sure.
we put it on the radio and help you with that promotional piece.
I really like the Jimi Hendrix type stuff. I like Santana. I like Cameo, Funkadelic, George Clinton.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. I'm like from the funk school.
Okay.
And back in 1975 and 76, it was all about the funk. Funkadelic was taking over. Yeah, we want the funk and all that. I love that stuff. And I still play today.
Okay.
And Prince. Prince was. Who could say anything bad about Prince? Okay.
Really?
So.
But it was a group. It was a group that was on your purple. It was purple.
Purple Rain.
No, it's something.
A group that I play with.
Yeah, it was on your Facebook page. You had highlighted in purple.
Purple Haze.
Yes. What was that about?
That's Jimmy. Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze is in my brain. Lately things they don't seem the same.
Yeah, because I was
funny.
wondering what that was.
Acting funny, but I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Oh my God! Because I said, "What is this?" But I didn't know it, and I kept saying,
But what is he crazy? No, that's Jimmy.
"Okay."
Yeah, it's a quote from Jimi Hendrix. That's some words from his song. Like it's called Purple Haze.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always, I don't know, when I'm around, my head is somewhere with this music thing
Oh, I
going on.
know,
It's like,
Kenny, I know.
I got so much going on, and I can't get it out the way I want to get it out. And it's, but I'm going to get it out that way. I have to do this. I'm not going to finish until it's done.
Well, you know what they say? They always say, like, if there's something in your head, you write it down, and that way it gets out of your head. But that's not true, because when I write that down, something else come back in my head.
Right.
And I write that down, something else comes. So it just never goes away.
Right.
Until
That's
you
where
get it done.
Purple Haze comes from. I'm thinking Purple Haze is in my brain. Lately things, they don't seem the same. I'm acting funny. I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
I need to remember that. I could have called you in the night, and I was writing this down, and I lay back down, something else pop up, I pop up. It just never goes away. So, because it's your love for music.
Yes. I have to thank my brother for that, really.
Okay, let's talk about your brother. That's him.
He's pumping it into me, man, back in the day. Play that Jimmy.
Now, I heard you said your brother sang with the Ebonies.
He sang, with the Ebonies, Symphonics, the Ebonies, a whole bunch of groups.
This is D.
Well,
Jenkins.
that is, I heard when we came on and we were singing My Girl, that baritone. That was it. That was you, right?
Give him a shout. I give everybody a shout out.
Yeah. So how long did you sing with the Ebonies?
Oh, wow. About 4 years, I guess.
4 years?
About 4 years. Yeah.
Well, welcome to the Indie Show. And one day you'll be sitting up here and telling us the story.
Gil, when I saw Gil and I told Gil I was singing again, he said, "Give me a CD."
Okay.
Bought my CD over there.
Isn't that great? Because we're here to help. We're here to try to promote you guys and keep our music alive. So where do you see yourself, like in the next 6 months? Where do you see yourself? You got your CD out.
Well, I see myself in the studio a lot, pumping out more and more songs. Just pumping out tunes and music.
You said right here? Is that what you said?
No, I see, yeah, right here. We can do it right here.
Yeah, turn around, look at the studio now.
I see that.
We're all set up.
He's right, you're right.
We're all set up.
That's why I see myself pumping out a lot of music. But I have my own style.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I want people to hear my style.
Yeah.
Everybody's individual. Within each and every individual, there's a universe.
Right. That's right.
And I'm in my universe now trying to spread the word.
Mm-hmm.
In my galaxy. I don't know if you
yeah, well, I understand.
You understand where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I'm trying to do my thing.
Yes. Yes.
There was another that was in your galaxy from this neighborhood. Remember Skeets?
Yes, I remember Skeets.
Right. Skeets is the one who taught me how to play bass.
Yes, I remember Skeets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do.
Right. And he was in his own world.
And he does exactly. He was a great guitar player.
Yes, sir.
He was a great guitar player.
Let me say hi to a couple of these people here. Okay, just a second. Oh.
Yeah, he can say hi to his folks too.
Louis King. Hi.
Those your folks right there.
Those are my folks. There you go.
Oh, Jamie Phillips, Sean Street, my son.
Cool.
You took time out. Emmanuel Gibson, Carol Mitchell, Patty Roberts, James Jimmy Phillips, Sean again, Achilles Perella, Gary Pete Worth, Philip Lightfoot,
wow.
Mike Tyler again.
Mike Tyler.
Frank, Rhonda, I can't see. Why don't you look and see who's on your page? Can you see?
Chuck Steak. I see you, Chuck. I see a whole bunch of people there.
You see a whole bunch of people?
Yeah. Carrie Ann. I see. Oh, there's Jacqueline. Okay. All right, Petra. Hey, this is my boy Greg. Hey, Greg, what's happening, buddy? I'm in Philly, man.
right now. You'd be going, traveling all over.
Yeah.
But we want to thank you.
Thank everybody for checking in. I mean, you know, that's awesome.
Thank you for supporting us. And you're still listening to Philly Live Radio. And you can see this video on Tuesday and Thursdays of each week.
Yeah.
So you can go to Philly Live Radio and
You go to phillyliveradio.com on your computer and you can check out the link for Simply Music Kids, not kids, Simply Music
one at
Indie.
Verizon.net.
Right.
That's, oh God. See, you know what? It's hard to get these emails and everything.
I can dig it.
But we're trying to get it together.
I'm old. I keep
So am I. I can't.
All right, because let me correct myself. Okay. All right. It is Philly Live Radio at gmail.com. But the way that you would see this show again, if you go to Philly Live Radio on your internet, then you would see a link for the Doris Hall James show. Under that link, you will find Kenny Jenkins.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. See, that's a lot. You can't remember all that
It
stuff.
feels good being back home. I can't believe I'm right down here where I grew up at, right around the
Isn't that
corner.
great?
Right around the corner.
This is hometown, it's home radio. This is great, homegrown. This is awesome.
So from here on, you're just going to continue recording and cutting CDs and performing.
I'm going to put a band together.
Oh, okay.
I have
Okay.
I see what I need to have, and I know what I'm gonna, you know what I mean. So I'm kind of like getting members now and fine tuning people for the type of group that I want to put together, you know, and that's what I'm working on right now. And I'm also working on the original music for the group to play. So I'm kind of working on two different things. I'm working on actually putting the posse together and the ammo, which is the music, and go out there and just rock the house.
Well, how do you get your gigs now? How do you?
Word of mouth,
Word of
cards. People know me. People tell somebody else, and Facebook and all kind of stuff. My name, when I play, people like, you know, I like what you do, whatever. Can I have a card? That type of thing. Networking.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a promoter or producer or anything, but it's like soft networking. I'm not doing too bad.
Well,
Let me jump in here for a second.
Okay.
Will you say hi to Chris Meal, please?
Chris, man, what's happening, buddy?
He's like, whoa.
Chris, man, we're gonna get together, brother. He's a guitar player friend of mine. He's a good guy. Yeah.
okay.
I'll call you when I get back home.
Well, now, and this is going to be in the near future because you're working on all your stuff now.
Yeah, I have a studio going
And then
into
you
my
got
house.
Oh, okay. You have your studio.
Well, it was the studio, but it burnt down. You know, I had a fire.
Oh, that's right.
Unfortunately, I don't bring that up, but
We talked about that.
I'm gonna put it up at the studio together, or maybe come down. We'll get.
Yeah, it's right. Studio is right in the back. You know, studio is
Once
right
you get
there.
down here, I got duct tape, I got rope. He
Yeah,
ain't
yeah.
going nowhere.
We might record a hit down here. Believe me, I have a lot of stuff up here that didn't come out yet. Yeah, it's just a lot of things going on in my head.
You would bring this young boy named Chris Keys to play with you.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, he is really good
Yeah.
too.
That's what I miss about Philly.
Mm-hmm.
You get players down here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could put a band together down here in 1 week.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Not where I live at, though. I mean, it's a lot of good musicians, but it's spread out more. You know, here it's like they're all everywhere.
Yeah,
This cat is the
We're
cat.
trying
this
to bring them all together. One of the
Yeah.
things that we had a shop on 60th and Market here in Philadelphia,
Oh, yes.
and that it was like 2 buildings in one, and we wanted to utilize that building to have rehearsals and venues and everything.
Mhm.
It didn't work out the way we wanted it to work out, but that was one of the concepts.
Yep.
So now a year later, we're still working on the same concept in a different way,
Yeah. Yep.
trying to bring everybody together.
Yes. When I get this group together that I'm working on, that I perceive, sky's the limit.
There you go.
Sky is the limit.
And
So
Kenny-
it's coming.
And we want to be part of that.
Kenny Jenkins band is coming.
Kenny Jenkins
It's coming,
is
and
coming.
watch out
Kenny
for it.
Jenkins is coming.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. It's the truth is coming.
Isn't that something?
Oh yeah, it's in here. It's coming. And I put my band together and my music that I see what's going on and the way I feel it coming.
Mhm.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Well, Kenny, can you give your email? Can
Yes.
you shout out your email?
My email address is KennyRocksYou@yahoo.com. That's
That's good.
KENNROXU@yahoo.com.
That's catchy too.
Kenny Rocks You.
Kenny Rocks You.
Yeah.
What's your favorite guitar?
Fender Stratocaster.
Stratocaster.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix. I got like 4 of them.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm going to buy another one. I don't know. Yeah. Thanks to him back here.
Mm-hmm.
You get to play like Jimmy, man. Jimmy, man.
Nice sound.
But then again, my brother-in-law, God bless his soul, loved the way I played Hey Joe.
Hey Joe, where you going with that gun?
I mean, this is when I was young, like I was 14, 15.
Yeah.
And every time I went over to my sister Pat's house, you know, his name was Doris, like, play Hey Joe, play Hey Joe, play Hey Joe, play Hey Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I play Hey Joe so much.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's him, you know.
Family.
Yeah, I've been playing that song so long and so many times. It just became part of, you know, that's why I play it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Same thing with Purple Rain.
Yeah.
A lot of people like the way I play Purple Rain too, but that's like when I saw the movie, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, when he played Purple Rain, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have a lot of people listening to us about, you know, they want to go into music. They really don't know. They're experimenting with the rap and, you know, R&B and all this.
Mm-hmm.
What information can you give them? I mean, how can they get started? What should they do?
Never quit your day job.
Mm.
Kenny,
No, let me
they don't want to hear that.
no, never. Always follow your dream.
Okay.
And it's always going to be a lot of people out there trying to move you off your square, but don't let them do it. If you feel as though it's something in your heart, you need to do it, you pray. And the man upstairs will give you that power to proceed to follow that dream because he gave it to you in the first place.
Right.
And there's a lot of people out there that don't want to see you do it.
Yeah.
But you
yeah.
have to do it. And the more you break those barriers, the stronger you will be.
It's stronger. That's the word again. Strong.
And you'll just keep going and magic happens.
How about if you want to play an instrument and you really don't know which one you want to play? What should they do?
That could be a little different. Like me, I wanted to play saxophone. That's what I wanted to play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But they didn't have any saxophone, so they gave me a clarinet.
Okay.
Because it had the reed thing with the mouthpiece.
Mm-hmm.
But I got good on that thing. I played clarinet for like 5 years. We all city and everything.
Which school?
I went to Anderson.
Well, you talk about elementary school. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played clarinet from 3rd grade to like 6th, 7th grade.
Okay.
I was like,
They don't even have that.
I was killing it.
Yeah.
I went to Sayre for extra curriculum on the instruments.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
High school with
Bartram.
Yeah. Oh, I went to
You
Bartram.
went to
Yeah.
Bartram.
Mhm.
Yeah, I knew you went to
Bartram alumni right here.
That's right.
Right here.
The Bart or the Ram party. Remember that, the political thing?
There you go.
You could either be in the Bart party or the Ram party. Bartram.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that was high school stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I would say just to stay forward with what you love, and if you play an instrument, you feel as though it's something that you're into, and you put it down, and then you go back to it again. And you're like, wait a minute, and you keep messing with it. There's something there. It's like a relationship. You know, can't nobody force you to play an instrument you don't want to play. There's something about that instrument you're gonna wanna like you like about it. Like I started out, I really played bass too.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what I wanted to do since I couldn't get a saxophone.
Mhm.
And my dad did buy me a guitar, but before the guitar thing, it's like a little area in there. I wanted to play bass because I just love that bottom. I was
Yeah,
like
the bottom.
Stanley Clark. I was,
Wow.
you know, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the guy from the Sly and the Family Stone. What's his name that played bass for him? Larry Graham.
Larry Graham.
So, you know, but my dad wouldn't buy me a bass. And that's the instrument I wanted to play, and I was playing it or other people's basses and stuff. But he bought me a guitar because he said it has 6 strings and you can learn more
Okay.
because it has 2 extra strings. Because the guitar has 6 strings, the bass has 4. Basses back then, anyway. I didn't understand that. But I went with it because he got me a guitar.
Okay.
And he was right.
He was right.
Because a lot of guitar players play bass,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but a lot of bass players can't play guitar.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's right.
For
It
the,
is.
For the
That's
most
right.
part. For the most part, because you mess around and you get somebody who's really good with a 6-string bass.
Yes, sir.
That's 6-string, but 6-string wasn't even like out then.
Man, you're right. You're right. It wasn't out there.
6-string, 12-string, 8-string, all that.
Mhm.
We're talking about 1973.
Right.
It was just 4 strings.
Right. He's right. He's right about that.
I mean, it might have been 6 strings, but there was some hybrid
They
thing.
mostly would
You know,
stand
but
up.
now it's like a regular.
Mhm.
6-string.
The 5-string is like a standard now. The 5-string, you know, the little D or whatever.
Because right now we got people like Marcus Miller, and
Right.
Victor
Yeah.
Wooten.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
But back then, I was listening to
Yes.
classic rock like Grand Funk, Deep
Man from
Purple.
Railroad.
Yeah, you know, I was listening to the classic rock groups like that. You know what I mean? That was all 4-string bass stuff. You know, I like that bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know, I just love that. But my dad said, no, I'm gonna get you a guitar. I'm like, but I was still playing, you know. I'm kind of glad he did.
Yeah, you're glad because you mastered your instrument, and that's the instrument that you really love right there.
And I still play bass.
Yeah, you still play bass.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So his concept, he knew what he wanted. You know, he knew what he was saying up here, but it might be different to us to understand. It has 2 extra strings, so you know what I mean. So he was correct because I learned chords.
Mm.
You know, 13
Yeah,
splits,
chords,
flat
yeah,
fives, and
yeah.
all that. You don't learn that stuff on bass. You know, you just learn it like the lines and stuff.
Mhm.
You know, playing chords. But nowadays, these cats are like boom, boom, boom on the bass guitar. So you know, it became a different type of animal. Yeah, but I'm glad he did. So, and that's what happened. That's how I got on the guitar. My dad was like, boom, playing the guitar. He kind of like threw me in there.
Okay.
You're sounding good. Really, you're good. Keep practicing. Keep practicing. He didn't beat me up like the Jackson 5 guy or nothing. You know? But he was like, go, you tapping his foot. Go, go, go. You're going to be the best. You're going to be it. You're going to be it. Then he's telling me, play like Hendrix, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. So I had a lot of good influences.
So you guys were both performing at the same time?
No, he was before. He's older than me.
That guy just turned.
He's like kind of like your mentor.
Yeah,
See,
yeah, because he used to sing stuff like in the basement when I was like wasn't even playing guitar at all. He had the singing group.
This is my instrument.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they were harmonizing and stuff.
Yes.
And
Chords and all that.
I was in like 2nd, 3rd grade, and they were like in junior high school, like doing like stuff like that. And I was like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that was you and Gary.
Yeah, Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wiggins,
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
And that was awesome.
George
Mhm.
B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I was hearing all that, see, he went the vocal way, and I went to like, I'm gonna do the music. You know what I mean? And it's kind of cool because I had the best of both worlds because I knew all the old songs because he sung them.
Yeah.
And I was playing on my guitar.
Uh-huh.
And when I played with people, like, how do you know that song? Gee, blah, blah, blah. You know, and that's where I picked all this stuff up from. You know, so I was around a lot of music. You know, around a lot of music. It's everywhere.
Well, you know, that's a story to tell because 2 brothers in the same,
Well,
you know, household,
Mhm.
2 different maybe decades or whatever, and both of you got into music.
and my daughter's into it too. She's
What do you
dancing.
do?
Oh
Dancing.
my goodness.
Okay, what's your daughter's name?
Kelly Jenkins.
Kelly, that's right, Kelly. Kelly,
KJ,
you
KJ.
dance?
Yeah.
Okay, what type of dancing do you do?
I dance like Michael Jackson.
What kind of dancing is that? What do you call it?
Like I moonwalk and all that stuff.
You went to America's Got Talent for that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right
Okay.
now.
Yeah. She just got picked for Valley's Got Talent too. She does it
A
good.
musical family.
It's all
That's
different. Dance, vocal, it's all kind of
Yeah.
weird stuff.
And
Yeah.
our mother and father always played jazz.
Yeah.
We come over.
They play jazz keyboard or
always.
what? How? What
Yes,
instrument?
well, my mom used to sing with the Hall Sisters in Chester, gospel and all.
And then Aunt Tootsie played, boy, she plays the piano like you never heard before.
Yes.
Y'all were inundated with it.
Yes.
You had to,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, she plays the piano scarily. That's a new word I just made up.
Yes.
Yeah, because she's like she has 5 hands at once. The gospel chords. Like, I don't know how she does that.
She's great.
Then when she sings, she's like,
She's really into it, right?
Yeah.
Patti LaBelle,
Yeah.
oh, like that. Whew. God, she's good. She played for every church, like in Chester and stuff. That's where she's from. That's where she lives. What, Delaware, Chester?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Mass choir.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she plays, and you feel the wrath of God.
Yes.
It's scary.
It's just, yeah. And sometimes people can sing and play, and you can feel it.
That's what I'm
You
trying to
can
do. I'm not
feel it.
joking.
No, I understand
It's
that.
a thing with that.
I understand that.
When she plays and she hits those chords, like she plays like Jimi Hendrix on the piano. And then she sings like Patti LaBelle, real strong.
Mhm.
And it's like, whoa.
Well, let's talk about your CD just a few more minutes, because
Yeah.
Gilbert's going to give me that. This is what he does.
Okay.
Okay. But on your CD, did you write all your songs? Most of your songs? Did you have a partner or what?
Yeah, I'm right. Well, 3 covers I'm doing.
You cut.
And then I'm doing 4 originals.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wrote I'm writing all, I'm not done, still in the making, like I said, but I'm doing all the originals. As far as playing all the instruments myself, no, I have different cats coming in to do
Okay,
certain
so
things.
you do have
Yeah.
different musicians come in and.
Yeah, but I can play my own parts.
Mhm.
I can play all the parts. Matter of fact, I got like 10 songs already with me playing all the parts that I'm not even putting on the CD.
Okay. Are you gonna do any ballads? I know you say you like funk.
I have ballads. I have ballads now. I have ballads in my pocket on my phone.
So you gonna give us a ballad on that CD?
I love ballads. I love the Isley Brothers.
Mm. Mm.
They write the most beautiful ballads I've ever heard in my entire life.
Mhm.
You like the Isley Brothers?
Yes. Yes.
Those are the types of ballads I write.
And that's
She
and
goes
then
back a little bit further. So her thing is Smokey.
Yes, I love Smokey
No doubt.
Robinson. Yeah, the poet. I
No
love him. I love him. Okay.
Yeah,
but
But
I
the
love-
Isley Brothers.
Elliot will speak on that, and then came Ernie and Ronnie Isley.
That's right.
Their slow songs, they're tops.
Mm-hmm.
They're slow songs. They have a whole album called the Isley Brothers Beautiful Ballads. Yeah, all of them. Yeah. Those are the types of ballads I write. I wrote some already. They're not going on this CD though, but they might. I mean, that's just like stuff I could pull out of my head. I have songs already I've written in my studio,
Okay.
but this CD came to be after that, so it's going to be a fresh batch. Since I have my fire and everything, I feel I have stuff to write about. I have a lot.
You got a lot of stuff to write about. I know.
I've been through a lot
I can
lately.
feel that.
I've been through a lot lately. It's kind of like I'm gonna write about it. It's gonna be good though.
I always tell Gilbert, I said, I want to write. I want to continue writing because I got a lot of stuff to say.
Yeah.
And I say it through song.
Yep.
I can better tell you what I'm going through and what I want to go through and how I feel if it's in a song where it's a melody and it's just better for me.
Right.
She always says it has to tell a story.
It has to tell a story.
And this is also what I learned. I mean, you don't have to play a million chords in a song just to prove that's a. You can play a song with 4 chords.
Right.
It could be a golden hit.
Mm-hmm.
So all that, you don't need to do all that. It's how you put them together in the words and how you
keep it simple.
Yeah, how you do it. Yeah.
Well, we have a single coming out. Lord, you've been so good to me. And we're hoping that we'll have it out by October.
Oh, sweet. Good month. It's my birthday month.
October what?
29th.
That's my sister's birthday. Deborah, Kenny has your birthday, Deborah.
Can I give a shout out?
Yes.
I'd like to shout out to my cousin Mike and my cousins Raymond and Ronald and all the cousins over there in Washington, Maryland. To page, what's the name of that? Southway Park Records. My cousin has Next Exit. I'm just giving him a shout out.
Okay.
He's doing good things in Washington with the music. So he's like, for my brother. He's part of me. There you go, Mike. Give you a shout out, buddy. So
we have something coming out like mid-October somewhere. A young lady from Philadelphia by the name of Marlene Boomer.
Okay.
And the name of the song is Lord, You've Been So Good to Me. And it's
Inspirational.
inspirational song.
Oh,
But
sweet.
it tells a story because we all can say,
Mhm.
Lord, You've been so good to me. You know. So when that's released, we're gonna play that and we're gonna let you guys know that
Okay.
it's there.
Well, I got a couple of ballads on Reverb Nation. I don't know if you
Okay.
those ballads I was talking about in a
Uh-huh.
reggae song I wrote. They're on Reverb Nation,
Okay.
Mm.
so you can like go there. And
Oh
listen
yeah,
to
they're on there now.
They're on there right now.
All right. So I got to look up Kenny,
Yep, Kenny Jenkins and
bring it on to the radio station, and let you know when I'm playing it. Because on Tuesday nights on
okay,
Philly Live Radio, we have what we call TOP, Top
okay,
Talents of Philadelphia.
sweet.
So
Do-
that's
do we-
that's 3 hours
Okay.
from 9 to 12.
Awesome. We
No,
can
no, no.
airplay.
It's from 7 to 10.
7 to 10. I'm sorry,
Okay.
but that's every Tuesday night.
I will be listening.
All right.
Okay, you can
In
get
fact,
you get to get the songs off Reverb Nation. I mean, I don't. You know, just go there and they're there.
I get it.
Okay.
how about
cool.
let's do Kenny on Tuesday.
Pardon?
We can do Kenny on Tuesday.
Yeah. Well,
We can
that'll work
spotlight him
too.
on Tuesday.
Okay.
How
Awesome.
many? Exactly. Not exactly.
I have 4 songs on there.
So I need to get 4 songs and put them on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, one thing about those songs, I mean, they're complete, but I didn't finish putting all the lyrics I want on there. But they're finished though.
Okay.
No excuses.
When you
I'm
when you played on you wanted the ballads, you wanted the ballads, you got the ballads.
All right.
So that's next Tuesday from 7 to 10.
Right.
That makes my job easier because
She
I
locks me in
always-
the corner. That's what
no,
she does.
no, because I always, I choose the artists from Philadelphia, and it's so many of them to choose from.
Yes.
You know, so now all I have to do now is pull your picture up and write some stuff. So my job for Tuesday is done.
Awesome. I'll be listening. I'm gonna ask
Okay.
everyone I know, hey, listen in, try to listen in.
All right.
Yeah,
Good.
this is
You
good.
might
This is
listen up.
good.
Okay. Now at 4:30 on Tuesdays, I think I said something wrong, but 4:30 on Tuesday and Thursdays.
Tuesday, yeah, 4:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays is Let's Talk. Am I right? Am I wrong?
I'm looking for indie.
Okay.
Give me indie time.
Indies on Fridays.
Okay. Okay. So about 5 weeks from now,
Mhm.
this will be on the radio
Awesome.
because I have a lot of, in rotation,
Okay.
but we will notify you and the whole program. It will be edited if it needed to be,
Mhm.
but it'll
And it will
be,
have your songs in it.
and it have your songs in there too.
That's gonna be cool. Awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
And then on Tuesday for Top Talents of Philadelphia, we have your songs in there. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll keep promoting. I do a lot of promotion on my
Whatever he
Facebook
brings.
page,
Okay.
and I will continue doing that from here on out.
Well, that's awesome.
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right.
It's definitely awesome.
Now, do you have anything you would like to say to your Facebook family and friends before we end this interview?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
I'd like to thank you all for backing me up with my musical journeys,
Yes.
and thank the man upstairs. Thank these Gil and Doris
Yes.
for having this, and thank you all for watching it.
Mhm.
And God bless everyone.
Okay.
All
And
right.
thank you.
Let
Oh,
him say
okay.
something.
You want to say something? This is my this is my brother. Where I live at, they always see me by myself. Yes, I do have family,
Yes, you do.
and this is part of my family right here. This is awesome. And my daughter, and this part there.
Okay.
Okay, we all good now.
We're all good.
All right, family.
Thank you very much.
All
I
right.
see you next week, right? Have a
Okay.
good evening.
Thank
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Kill it, baby. And we are out.